How you doing, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here, and this is the Roland TD-27KV. Make sure after you're done watching the video, you go to sweetwater.com and check it out. Now let's get into the details of this great new electronic drum kit. The TD-27 kit is super cool for a number of reasons. Two of the main reasons, I think, are the digital ride cymbal pad you get and the digital snare drum pad. Now, a lot of times when you play an electronic kit, if you want to play a side stick sound on the snare drum, you have to hit the rim like this, okay? Because it's usually a dual zone or a triple zone pad, and they put that sound on the rim. But when you're playing an acoustic drum, if you play a side stick sound, you have your hand laying on the head, and then you hit the rim, and that's how you get the sound. You get that same feel from the PD-140 digital pad from Roland. Check this out. So here's the regular snare drum sound. When you put your hand on the pad, you're sending an electronic signal to the brain, telling the pad's rim to play the side stick sound like this, just like an acoustic drum. Really cool technology there. The ride cymbal, triple zone, feels really natural. It's got a nice buttery feel to the cymbal when you hit it. It chokes the sound when you grab the edge. But the sounds, the samples they use to layer and make the ride cymbal sounds, all the crash cymbals, and we'll get into those too, it feels natural. It sounds natural. You get really nice decay. And the way they've layered the sounds throughout the pad, you get a nice full sound with the meat of the cymbal. You get the edge, the wash of the cymbal when you hit the edge, and of course a great bell sound too. So it's a really nice feeling ride cymbal and snare pads with the TD-27KV kit. For the kick drum pad, you get a KD10. The hi-hat is a VH10. The two crash cymbals are a CY12 and a CY13. You get 3 PDX100 pads for the toms, and that makes up your whole TD-27KV kit. But I do want to mention you do not get a kick drum pedal or a hi-hat stand. You have to get those on your own. I'm using these great Roland pedals here. They feel really nice if you want to go that route, but talk to your Sweetwater sales engineer for any of the hardware you want to add to your kit. Also, what's really cool about the TD-27KV kit here is the profile. It's low profile, a nice small rack, small footprint, so you can take this anywhere, pack it in your car super easily. It'll work in a house of worship setting, in a small club, on a big stage if you want to play it there because it sounds great through the PA. You could take this kit anywhere you want and play any style of music you want, really. Now, the special sauce that makes up the TD-27KV kit, and that is this brain over here, the TD-27 sound module. Super easy to use and an all-new instrument library that takes sounds from the TD-50, the TD-17, and even samples from the TM6 Pro. So you get a great sound library already built in that's really easy to navigate and get around and dial up a custom kit or just the preset kits you get in the box. Very cool. The TD-27 has 700 of its own sounds, but you can also add all of your own samples by using an SD card, which is really simple to use. The SD card will, again, hold the samples, it'll hold songs, and it'll hold all of the settings that are inside the TD-27 module. So let's get into some of the sounds. I played the #1 kit in the box, the premium wood kit at the play-in, so let's hear that again for just a second. Very nice sounding natural acoustic drum set. Let's get on to another one. I want to quickly mention as I'm going through some sound examples on the TD-27 about how good the hi-hat pedal works and feels on this Roland drum kit and other Roland drum kits. Like if you want to feather the hi-hat. It works every time, which is really cool. Nice natural decay. Out of all the instruments on your electronic kit, if the hi-hat pedal is not working like a regular acoustic hi-hat pedal, it's a drag. It's not really fun to play an electronic kit like that when it's not doing its natural thing. But Roland and the technology they have make their hi-hat pedals and their cymbals work perfectly. A really neat feature in the TD-27 module is a thing called mute groups. And what that does is you tell one pad to react in a way by hitting another pad. So you'll hear the sound of the kick drum is this. Very cool, distorted, fun sounding, affected kick drum sound. But it has a nice long decay in the reverb. When I hit the snare drum pad, it will cut off the sound of the kick drum like this. You hear it chop, the sound of the reverb just goes away. So no matter where I hit the snare drum, the sound of the kick drum, the tail of the reverb, will get cut off, which makes it so much fun to play a rock groove like this. So cool. So you get all kinds of sounds in the TD-27. A really nice visual feature is the colors behind the knobs here. Depending on what kit you have, and you can totally customize this however you want, the colors will change. The TD-27 sound module is really easy to navigate and get around. You have a big LED screen so you can really read what's on the screen very easily. At the top, you have a few knobs. First is backing, so whatever music you have coming into the TD-27, that's the volume for that. Volume for your headphones and the master volume. You have 4 knobs right over here: instrument, level, tuning, and muffling. What that does for you is make it so you can edit the drum sounds right away without having to go into any menus. Just like this. I'll start with the snare drum. There you go. When I turn the instrument knob, it'll tell you what the instrument is in the LED screen. If I want to change that sound, I just turn the instrument knob, and it goes through all of the snare drum sounds or any sound in the box. And so on. If I want to turn the level of that sound up, just turn the level knob. Same with the tuning. Just grab the tuning knob and switch the pitch of your sound. That's cool. And then there's the muffling of the sound. You know what that is, right? When you dampen a drum, you put moon gel, tape, anything like that on an acoustic drum, that's what muffling is doing. That's heavy duty muffling right there, the donut. So that's like putting a big sound ring on the drum to off and everywhere in between. What's cool in the LED screen is when you make your edits, especially with the muffling, you could tell exactly what you're doing. It shows you on the drum what kind of muffling you just added to your sound. Now to the bottom portion of the box here, you have play and record buttons, which I'll show you in just a second. There's the jog wheel right here to get to the different kits. You have your song mode, click mode, because it has a click track, of course, in it, and your coaching mode, where you can work on your time, all kinds of exercises, a lot of neat features inside the coaching section. Right next to that are some editing buttons, your kit edit, user sample. The user sample button is where you load in or export sounds inside your TD-27 from the SD card. The system button is where you get into all of the deep diving features of the TD-27. Bluetooth, SD card, your trigger settings, outputs, USB audio, MIDI. The option button is where you get into the trigger settings in each individual pad, auto off, info, and your factory reset, where you can go back to the factory reset sounds and functions of the TD-27. Then you have some arrow buttons for left and right and up and down, your exit and your enter buttons. On the back of the TD-27 module are a lot of nice in and out options. First is your headphone plug. Then you have your master left and right out and direct outs. The direct outs are very cool in case you want to send individual sounds to the front of house mixer or to your DAW when you're using the TD-27 for recording. You have a mix-in jack, and then you have your regular MIDI in and out jacks. Right below the MIDI jacks are your digital trigger ins. So your snare drum and your ride cymbal will be plugged in there. You also have one extra one, so if you want to get an extra digital pad for the TD-27, you have an extra input there waiting for you. Then there's the foot switch jack, just in case you want to get a foot switch so you can cycle through your drum kits while you're playing at a live gig. Roland has also given you room to expand your TD-27 kit with extra pads, so you have more trigger inputs. A really nice feature of the TD-27 kit is Bluetooth connectivity. It's super easy to do. Hit your system button. The very first thing that comes up is Bluetooth, so hit enter. The Bluetooth page will come up. Now I have an iPhone here. I go into my settings, hit my Bluetooth button there, go back to the TD-27, right under the word pairing, you hit the button. It's now looking for my phone. TD-27 came up on my iPhone, and there you go. Now if you want to play along to songs or practice to anything you have stored on your phone, you don't even have to plug anything in, no cables at all. How cool is that? Now, I mentioned to you earlier in the video about the SD card. You load samples, kit settings, and songs from the SD card. What I did was grab a couple songs from my band Big Big Train, and I loaded them on. I want to show you how easy it is to do this. First thing you do is plug in the SD card, then hit the song button. Now, inside the TD-27, it comes preloaded with some songs to play along to that Roland made up. But if you have songs loaded onto your SD card like I do, just hit the song button and they show up right there. I want to show you one thing though before I get into that. Right on the far left bottom of the screen, it says internal SD card and record data. So if you're going to play the internal song, just hit the button until it says internal, then you'll see the internal songs, just like that. But if you want to get to your songs on the SD card, just hit it one more time, and then you'll see the songs you have in there. Now let me play the songs that I have loaded in for you. So as you can tell, it's super easy to play along to music, to load the songs in, and it's a great practice tool and really fun to use this in a live setting as well. But I want to take it one step up now for you. You can record your playing along with the song directly into the machine. Let me show you how that works. First thing you do is pick what song you want to record to. I already have it set up for you here. Then hit the record button, which is the button on the left over here. It won't start recording right away. It just sends you into another screen. And in that screen, it's going to ask you what you want to record and what you want to record to. So at the bottom, there's a button that says with song. When the light's off underneath the words with song, you're not going to record with the song. When the light is on, illuminated, we're going to record with what you have in your machine. It's really simple to do. Hit the play button and start recording. Check it out. Now, if you want to hear back what you did, just play it. What a cool and really easy feature, and it helps you to work on your time, to rehearse your songs, to hear the different kit options so you can switch up the kits as you're playing and record that. Try a bunch of the different kit sounds along with your song to find out what kit sound works perfectly for your song. Again, super easy to use and a great feature in the TD-27KV. There you have it, everybody, the TD-27KV, a very cool electronic drum kit from Roland, bringing in features from the TD-50, the TD-17, and the TM6, a really easy to use sound module, great digital pads, really nice feeling other pads. It's a lot of fun to play, and you can use it in any style of music and in any situation. If you want any more information on this Roland product or any other Roland product, just talk to your Sweetwater sales engineer, or please go check us out at sweetwater.com. Thanks for watching.